the Golden State Warriors. At center, Kevon Looney. At power forward, Jonathan Kuminga. At the other forward position, Andrew Wiggins. At shooting guard, Klay Thompson. At the other guard position, Stephen Curry. The head coach of the visitors, Steve Kerr. Let's meet the starting five now. Your Los Angeles Lakers. Starting at shooting guard, at 6 feet 3 inches, number 20, Avery Bradley. Starting at power forward, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 14, Stanley Johnson. At center, 6'10", number 39, Dwight Howard. The other guard, at 6 feet 3 inches, number 0, Russell Westbrook. At forward, 6'9", number 6, LeBron James. The head coach for your Los Angeles Lakers, Frank Vogel. Fans, your Los Angeles Lakers.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. DA, take it away.
Well, playing in Los Angeles presents unique challenges. Lakers great Magic Johnson says Hollywood's right there. And you can't go too close to all of that because it'll take away from winning. So you have to be disciplined to play in LA, and remember that with the Lakers, it's all about winning championships. Kevin?
It sure is, and the banners to prove it, David. Thank you. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Russell Westbrook.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Sharing the wing spots, it's Thompson and Wiggins. Kuminga out there with Looney, and it's Curry in at the point. And for Los Angeles, Johnson is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Howard. And it's Bradley in at the 2 guard. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, mid-season. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just seed them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
Count that bucket.
He's so versatile. I mean, Westbrook can go to the hole, bring it back out for 3, or in that case, just rise and fire from mid-range.
Now here's Curry, coming off a solid outing against Portland. It's tipped and stolen by LeBron. To the inside, and it's slammed in by Howard.
And Howard's still a forceful finisher around the rim.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 4-point game.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
And here's Westbrook after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Pass to James. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Basket good. And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out, Greg, and competes every play in every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Johnson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
Westbrook against Curry. Thompson outside. Kuminga sets a screen for Thompson. And another 3 for Golden State.
What a graceful shot by Clay. You can tell range shooting is second nature for him.
James finds Bradley. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Howard slams it home.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Westbrook against Curry. Thompson outside. Lets it go from deep. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got 11 points.
An efficient scorer like Thompson is a great go-to option. All he needs is the ball.
LeBron outside. Outside Westbrook. Jacks up a 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Stephen Curry with the hustle play on the defensive end. Great contest of the shot also.
Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And he stands 6'9", but without question, LeBron James is the floor general for his team.
I have the freedom to call sets, whatever I feel best suit our team. I'm a smart, cerebral basketball player. My basketball IQ is very high, and I take that very seriously. So I know what best suits our team, and our coaching staff does as well.
And Greg, for all of his athletic gifts, very few players have thought the game as well as LeBron has.
And they listed him at point guard in his 17th season. But it's all semantics at this point. He's always been the best decision maker on any team he's played on.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
So with James on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Jordan is out there with Anthony. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Reeves in at the point guard. Now, here's Poole. He had 15 points last outing. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Jordan. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Horton Tucker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And for only 1 season in Iowa State for Talen Horton Tucker, the second-round pick, he's getting some notice.
I like this kid, Kevin. A crafty finisher, makes plays for others, uses his length defensively, and he can fill up a stat sheet.
And the first one drops. And Steve, the differences between the regular season and playoff basketball. Break them down for us.
Kevin, it's a higher level of intensity, and execution is a must. It's also hard to prepare for the playoffs until you've experienced it.
Juan Toscano Anderson's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Here's Toscano. And Bielitz kicks to Iguodala. Passes it to Toscano. Doesn't go for it. Excellent D there from Anthony. Now the pass to Horton Tucker. 1:14 left in the first half. Here's Anthony, and he hits it to tie the game up. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Now here's Peyton. We saw him with 10 points last game. There's the drive. Yep, it counts. Peyton's got 5.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Anthony. Jordan with the screen on Iguodala. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Iguodala. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Here's Monk. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
Hey folks, welcome. The Lakers wrap up the first half in what's been a closely contested game so far.
The bench scoring has been a big key for them. They came in with energy, and they were able to give the starters a real break because of the way they performed. That's the kind of production every team hopes to have from their second unit.
And let's take a moment now to look at the upcoming schedule. What's on the docket?
And for their matchup with the Clippers, you love these types of battles. Sort of a toss-up because the talent is similar. Hard to predict who will rise to the challenge, but I guarantee you it's going to be fun to watch.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the 3rd. Setting the floor for the Warriors. At the guard spots, it's Curry and Thompson. Looney out there with Kuminga. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot.
And Smitty, he's not that flashy about it, but Curry remains one of the elite ball handlers of all time.
Stephen Curry is efficient on how he uses his dribble. Great composure when pressured in traffic, and sometimes he will show off those skills.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Johnson outside. Screen by Howard. Fires for 3. Johnson's shot is off. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors.
2 minutes
They lead by 4.
remaining in the third.
Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. That one trumps for him.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many athletes have been through this. It's just a new set of challenges. With my style of play, I feel I can be effective till my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that will be a great comfort to his team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt it? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you. Stolen by Thompson. Ariza against Porter. Pass to Curry. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Inside, here's Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lakers trail by 8. Outside Westbrook. Good on the three-point shot. Westbrook's got 7.
And right around 30% from distance for his career. Westbrook is so much more difficult to defend when that 3 ball is going down.
Now here's Wiggins. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. It's Westbrook with the drive and the foul called on Kevon Looney. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jordan comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Malik Monk in for Bradley. Then for the Warriors, Juan Toscano Anderson's checked in for Looney. Poole comes in for Thompson. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Stephen Curry. Now here's James. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game. Jordan sets the pick for LeBron. Clock is at 3. Monk, the pass to Ariza. Hits it from three-point range. Ariza's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Such an accurate shooter off the pass. Ariza, a quick thinker who knows he can score in those situations.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
The 3 from Anthony, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. The third quarter comes to a close. The Warriors on top, up 7. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
We're playing fine. Everything's good. The turnovers have been well-intentioned. We're not giving up fast break stuff. We just got to pick up the intensity and the energy a little bit.
Well, taking the positive approach with this team right there.
Encouragement, confidence. I love the approach.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Russell Westbrook. Anthony is out there with Jordan. And there's Monk, and it's Horton Tucker in its small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And we've seen this before, folks. Big possession, Westbrook rising to the occasion. How about that competitiveness?
Now here's Kuminga. Great open look there. Kuminga's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Now here's Wiggins, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Wiggins surveying the floor. A baseline J. That one off the back iron and out. The Lakers shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Anthony dishes to Westbrook. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you have to love how hard Westbrook goes. It's what allows him to take over games like this.
Payton passes to Poole. And another three for Golden State.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Put it up anywhere. DeAndre Jordan can go get it.
Russell Westbrook with the assist. Timeout, Golden State. Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise. All right.
Some changes for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Jordan. LeBron comes in for Horton Tucker. And Bradley's subbed in for Malik Monk. Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Gary Payton. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David. And here's Westbrook after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Warriors.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Klay Thompson.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
He hits the first one, and that brings them to within 10.
The former MVP, the hunger and energy Westbrook plays with each and every night is downright infectious.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 13 feet away. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
Curry against Westbrook. Curry with it. Just 5 to shoot. From past the arc. Another three for Golden State.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And love how Howard throws it down. Just spectacular to watch on these alley-oops given the strength.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, thanks very much, Klay. You had it going tonight. Now, when you are that hot, what are you trying to do on the court?
Took a couple bad shots, a couple heat checks, but they went in tonight. Fortunately, when you got the hot hand, you're just looking for that little ounce of space, because all you need is an inch or two, and that thing's just flicking off your wrist so easy, and it just happened to be one of those nights.
That leads to one of those wins for your team, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, as New Balance presents our player of the game, Klay Thompson.